we'll start video and we'll see how we do. Right, so hey guys, hope everybody is well. Welcome back to Mike's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing, as the title says, chicken and vegetable stir fry with some lemon coriander rice. So let's have a look, see if I can find my live on here. No, God, this tablet is, maybe I need to update it. Won't even find me on my own tablet. Oh, it's going to be one of them days, is it? Thank you. Obviously now it's going to give me a video first, so I don't know who's getting what. Hey Bernadita, thank you for dropping by. So, but basically to start, I'm going to get some gloves first. Whenever I'm using different processors, I like to kind of keep sanitary, and I need to do my chicken first, so this is the important part. We don't want no cross-contamination, we don't want anybody, I'll just move that up just in case anybody else decides to want to come in. That should do somewhere around there like that. Yep, that'd be nice. So, my chicken breast first, I'm just going to take them out. And I will try my best, basically only touch them with one hand. This one, I'm just going to give it a quick wash, because I want to make a sauce first. So, in my bowl, I want a wee bit of soy sauce, probably a tablespoon or so for now. I want some rice wine vinegar, again around about a tablespoon. I have some chicken stock. Now I don't want to mix it with water just yet, but that's about half a teaspoon. I have some chili flake. That's pretty much it for that one, so I just want to give that a little mix around. I find my chopsticks. So I'll just give that a quick mix. Now, I can put a little bit of sugar in there, but I don't think should I or shouldn't I? You can put sugar or you could use honey. I'm gonna, just for authenticity, I put a pinch or two, just so we can say this is the correct way to do it. If you're just joining me, hello guys. If you've never seen my channel before, please subscribe. So that's just a quick marinade with, I'll throw a little bit of oil in there. Now, our chicken, try and remove anything that's got like a tendon on there. We want this to be nice and easy to eat. So we want bite-sized pieces. So we'll look at that one, drop it down the middle. Then we'll just cube this up. If there's any skin or tendons, we'll get rid of that. Now I have a lot of chicken here, so I'm going to kind of marinate all of it. So feel free to shout up. If it gets a bit wide, I cut it in half the other way again. Like I say, this is a lot of chicken. So there we go with that. Put this here, and I'm just going to throw my chicken into my bowl. Now, as I said, I want to try and keep my hands clean, but I'm just going to use one hand just to start the folding process. We'll just get our hand in there, mix it around a bit. That one's not too bad now. We're starting that marinating process. Now one-handed now. I should have maybe got this out already. I want a little bit of cornstarch. And I didn't want that to happen. So I don't want a massive amount. That should probably be ample. It's probably a tablespoon or so. But I just want that to mix in with our chicken. So that's about all we need there. It's kind of just making that little marinade and sauce around our chicken already. So we'll put that to one side, and we're going to take our mat out the way. We'll wash our knife, and I will put a new glove on this hand. So this is really, it's kind of a, I've got stuff left over, what am I going to do with it? This one, let's get this out of the way. I've got a real kind of dislike for corn, the texture of corn flour, because it goes absolutely everywhere. For now, I said, as soon as you touch a can, boosh, and away it goes. But I've got some cabbage here. With our clean knife, and all I'm looking at now is again bite-sized pieces. So I'm just doing these about 1 inch or so wide, and then I'm just basically going to chop through. Anything basic, just keep it as simple as possible. Have yourself a little tray set up. So we'll just line up our ingredients ready to go. I have a pepper, I'm just going to cut straight down. We'll just pop out these pieces. And it's kind of like I said, it's whatever you've got left in the kitchen or in the fridge that you need to use up. It's getting a little bit old. And again, we'll just take that down into smaller pieces. We'll do broccoli next. So for our broccoli, we're just going to drop in from below and start popping out these little trees. Again, everything needs to be bite size. take that big end off. Now, the reason why you do it from underneath, if you cut from the top, you end up with little bits everywhere. So if you just kind of coming in and then separating them, if it looks too big, pop that in, separate it again. So we want these to cook very quickly. You can blanch the broccoli, but I'm not going to. I love broccoli raw. I tend to put it in salads and things like that. I think everybody must be out getting drunk tonight. It's party time. That's my broccoli ready. And I'm just kind of getting everything ready. I won't use all of this on one dish. The little stalk that we've got left, we can just cut this into very thin rounds. And when I say thin, I mean like 1/8 of an inch. And they will all cook at the same time. And we'll do the same. Works the same way doing cauliflower. You know, I think I am going to blanch these. I'll do it properly. That one. So my kettle brigade, it's always a good idea when you're cooking, even if you don't think you'll need it, have a kettle full of hot water ready to go. You never know, it's easy if you're cooking rice or anything like that. If you're doing rice or pasta. Right, let's continue. So if there's anybody out there just joining me, welcome to Mike's Kitchen. I'm just starting to get, I'm a bit nervous. I'm trying to do live cooking. I am not a chef, so please do not feel intimidated or anything like that by what I do. I've learned the hard way through trial and error. So I will throw my broccoli and cauliflower in the pan just to blanch quickly. Whilst, some bits are escaping here. And then I've got some celery, very thin pieces. The say a lot of this is just whatever you've got left over in the fridge, whatever vegetables, just use them. That's fine. Same with carrots. So nice thin diagonal cuts. I have a couple of mushrooms left over in the fridge there. I'm just going to cut these down to maybe 1/4 of an inch. I have some snow peas. I'm just going to cut them in half. And next, garlic. We don't want too much. Then 3 cloves should be plenty. Say hello if you're joining me today. I don't bite. And the garlic, I'm just going to very thinly slice. Now I did see, I used to watch a TV show called Yan Can Cook, and the show's popped up on TikTok there, and obviously Chef Yan is a lot older now, but he was with Uncle Roger and they were talking about cooking, and he was on about doing garlic, and they were trying to have that a little bandy. I want to have a little go at something. Now, I mean, maybe my cleaver might not be heavy enough, I don't know. But he does this thing where basically just slaps it. He slaps and rolls. And it makes the garlic basically already minced up. Now I'm not sure whether, thanks Robert, I'm not sure whether or not I can do that, but I noticed something. They didn't just have the garlic down. They had the garlic cut in half and sitting that way. So then he would slap it and then move it. So then you end up with garlic that's already mushed up, ready to go. So I'll try that again. So, and then you move it. Yeah, that actually does work. So yeah, thank you for that one. And it's good if you've got good observational skills. So I think they've just about had enough in there. I'll give them a quick stir around. Another minute or 30 seconds or so. I'll put my garlic so it's easier to handle into a little container. And say that's only 3 cloves. That's plenty for this dish. If I have any, I think I might be out. Nope, there you go. My little storeroom over here. A little piece of ginger. Normally I would peel this with a spoon, but I want to be a little bit quicker. Get rid of that bad end. Don't want too much. Now you can, if you want, you can grate your ginger. I like to do matchstick. Thank you, Bernadita. But you can do a matchstick, or once it's done that, you can cut it down finer. That's our ginger. So we're kind of pretty much ready to go there. I do have some water chestnut and some baby corn in there, which I'll use a little bit of that. And I also have some leftover shrimp from the other day, and I might well use them up and throw them in too. Oh, one final thing, onion. So half of a large or a medium onion, top and tail it. We get rid of that skin. And basically we just cut it into like little cubes. But we'll make sure they come apart when we cook. So, oh, that's a strong onion. I don't want you seeing me crying. So that should be good, something like that. Oh, oh, that's a strong one. And I'll just throw that in there for now. That's plenty. So, whoo. Yeah, baby. Let's have a bit of a clean up here. Actually, what I will do while I'm here, I'll get my coriander and lemon ready for the rice. And I've showed you this before. Oh, my eyes are watering a lot. Oh yeah. So a lot of people kind of, how can I put this? They want to do it this way. They're great this way, but the best way is to actually take your rind off across the top. Then you can see what it is you've got. You're catching it. Make sure you wash your lemon first. But I pretty much need the rind of all of this lemon for what I'm doing. Try not to get the white. The white is very bitter. So now we've collected all of that. We've got all of that nice rind. So what we need to do now, I'm going to I can mix these together. So I can put my rind in there, cut my lemon, and you can get yourself fancy juices. Just use a fork and squeeze and twist. If you can see that one. So we've got everything out of there. And do the same again. Now I buy seedless lemons if I can. So we'll mix that together. That's that one done. We'll get our cilantro. Want probably a cupful or so. We want to be basically just chopping that through. You can save the stalks, but for if you're doing soups or anything like that, curries. But this is good for what I need right now. So I've got a small bowl. If you like to cook, invest in loads of little plastic tubs and things like that. You can store your food in them, you can put your ingredients in ready to cook. Right, so that's that ready. Let's get rid of some of this. So we are ready to cook, ladies and gents. Tell you that that onion is a strong onion. So I need to do now, I need to get this off the heat. Probably been on there for a little bit too long. We'll just stop that cooking. If you throw it in the colander, drain it, put it back in the pan, and then run some cold water on there, just to stop the cooking. Just leave that alone for a moment or so. I'm going to start doing, just make sure we are clean in here, make sure we haven't got no dust. Beautiful. One moment. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to go and wipe my eyes. They were very sore. A little bit tender, I guess. Oh, cheers. Thirsty work, it's cooking. Any more? I eat rice with this. So it'll be vegetables, chicken, rice, all together. So this is kind of a two-stage program. Now hopefully I have enough gas, otherwise I'll have to change it over. So we get our wok nice and hot. I'll put my lemon and coriander to one side so I don't get confused there. So I'm going to cook my chicken first. Once it's cooked, it'll go back into that bowl. And then we'll cook all our vegetable. And then the chicken will go back in again. But we'll give this a little stir around. I say the cornstarch takes out a lot of that moisture, or at least dries it up and makes it sticky. So we'll get some oil in there now. You want a good bit of oil, nice glug glug. And our pan is a little bit overloaded. It's a bit difficult to reach for everything that I need here. I just want to throw a little bit of garlic in here with this. I've always eaten rice perdita, but I just don't eat too much of it. Just let that cook through. Yeah, that's that one done. It smells really good already with that marinade. And to be honest, I've got a very inexpensive wok from Canadian Tire, and I would like a nice carbon steel one, but yeah, I can't afford one at the moment, so. This one, the heat is not even on it. The heat tends to come up the sides. It doesn't really go on the bottom. So we're just going to keep on cooking this one. I want it to make sure it's completely cooked through. But without overcooking and being kind of rubbery and nasty. The cornstarch is sticking around the edges a little bit, but that's okay. That'll add to the flavour in a moment or two. Itchy, isn't it? And if you want to, you can put your chicken down a lot smaller. So I'm going to take my chicken out, put back into my bowl. And if you're thinking, well, I had raw chicken in before, it's fine because it will be cooked through again when it goes back in with the vegetable. That's good there. Like I say, there's a lot of stickiness of the cornstarch in here, but that really don't matter none. Let's get that out of there. We'll have a little bit more oil, and we're going with our onion now. Now I've got to move this over slightly, I guess. Move that forward. Get my carrots in there, and my celery now. They take a little bit longer to cook. Yeah, it's starting to catch a little bit on the bottom. Where's the water bottle gone? Oh great. Well, I will just get a little bit of water just to slow that cooking down. That's better. Yeah, it's much better now. So that water will cook off, and then we'll start to fry again. I'm going to drain off my broccoli and cauliflower. So they're ready to go in. Right, now I've got that done. Garlic in. We'll have our ginger in there now. I like lots of garlic, lots of ginger, and as far as I'm concerned, that's medicine. Get our peppers in. Smells great in here. You see that moisture is just about gone there now, but there will be more moisture will come out of the peppers. Good now. I'm going to go with my mushroom. And I might as well throw my snow peas in there. Snow peas take no time at all to cook. You want to keep that green. And I'm making a very big portion here. You can meter this out. Normally there'd be a cup or half a cup. But I'm making this and then I've got it for tomorrow too. Right, while that's warming through, we'll get our cabbage in. Now you can use any cabbage you want. Got our shrimp in there now to warm through. And you know, I'm going to get some of these water chestnuts in there now. Get some of these baby corns in there. Well, that's looking fantastic as it is. I don't want to get my chicken back in there now with all of them juices. That's looking absolutely fantastic, even if I do say so myself. Howdy guys, shout out, let me know who you are, where you're from. Don't be shy. And I want a little bit more soy sauce just around the outside. And I'll have some black pepper too. Fine ground black pepper, we don't want it too heavy. And we'll just keep bringing this from the bottom, stir this around. So we just want this to warm through. Oh, that's wonderful. Right, I'm going to put a very low heat on here. I just want this to stay warm for me whilst I make our rice. Now I'm using basmati rice, which is not always normal for Chinese style cooking. I mean, even if I do say so myself, that looks awesome. Ooh, yeah, baby. Grab my big lid. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Bernadita. I don't know where everybody else is today. I had a couple of good guys on. 8 Ball from the UK yesterday came on. Had some good conversations. I know Purely Sound's probably cleaning snow still. Poor guy. So I'm just going to put that on the heat at the back for now. Now this pan, I want to get a good bit of heat in here. Get rid of that. The kitchen's a mess now and I don't like a messy kitchen. all my rice cooked up nice there. Just loosen that up a little bit. And I can't take credit for the rice. I've got to say this is a Jamie Oliver recipe from the best part of 20 years ago. Get that heat built up in there. Actually, while that's doing that, I'll get a small chopping board. And quickly chop up some green onion. You probably can't really see now, but I'm just going diagonal. Whites and greens together, I'm not separating. That should be plenty there. Just put them to one side. That's just for dressing. So this should be good and hot right now. Let's have a look. Easiest way for me to do this is probably with a big spoon. Yeah. So oil in the pan, probably about 3 to 4 tablespoons. We're going to go straight in with our coriander and our lemon juice. And then we're going to throw in some rice. Well, actually, I'm going to throw it on the floor, okay? You got to mix around. I'm going to move this over so I can throw the rice in easier. That's probably enough there. Using the wooden spoon's better. So it's not really a fried rice, it's just flavoured with lemon and coriander. And that, my friends, is showtime. Excuse the mess. Let me see, how shall I plate up? I'll get rid of that in a minute so I don't poke myself in the eye or something. I just want a small bowl. Get myself a plate. And I don't do none of this fancy throwing it around like you see in the Chinese restaurants and stuff. I just want to give myself a bowl of rice, firm it down. And because of the type of rice, I'll do it this way around. There's my rice. And we'll go and get ourselves, where's that nice big ladle gone? We'll get ourselves some nice scoops of our chicken and vegetable. Get under there. We want them juices too. And what do we end up with? Is a beautiful stir fry. Can we see this okay? Chicken, shrimp, vegetables, and a beautiful coriander and lemon rice. There we go, guys. Absolutely fantastic. And have a little taste. Oh yeah. Oh, that is absolutely excellent. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Big thumbs up from me. It would have been nice to have seen a few more guys on here, but you can't get them every time. But I do appreciate it. I want to try and do supper time every couple of days at 6 o'clock. So if you can find me, find me. If you can't, I will see you another time. But I really do appreciate all your help and support. Love you all, guys. Mike out for now. Big thumbs up from me.